Welcome back to another one, guys. We're heading up to Cookeville to go hang out with my buddy Ryan and Cody. They came down here earlier this week to take the knuckles off my wagon and get them chopped. Ryan is a stance boy, if you didn't know just from that last statement. But we're going to take his knuckles up there to them, hang out for a little bit, see their shop, and kind of introduce them to the channel. They got their own little channel. It's called Spycy Boys TV. Y'all should go check it out. But yeah, let's look at the knuckles real quick before we head up. Did a pretty good job. Old man said he'd been welding for like 30 years. They took a chunk out of it, so should get Ryan all stance boyed out, ready for, what is it, Riverside or whatever. All right, so let's get to it. Let's head up there. Sheesh, it's hot. Yes, my 91 Honda Civic has auto air conditioning. We didn't get all that cool stuff here in the States. So we're not in Cookeville yet. We had to take a slight detour. Yes. Starbucks. If you've been watching long enough, you should know that I love some Starbucks. So we're gonna get some Starbucks for the road, and then we are on our way to Cookeville. Ah. What kind of lady spelled my name? Well, I forgot my wallet. Thankfully, I was able to pay with Apple Pay at Starbucks. Let's see if I can do that with gas. If I can do that with gas, I'm not heading back home. We're just heading right up to Cookeville. Fingers crossed. This is my first time ever using Apple Pay, so hopefully it's set up like it's supposed to be at gas stations. So if you've never used this before, for example, at Exxon, I had to download their app and then connect my Apple Pay, and then it authorizes pump and let me pump. So if you're ever in a bind, that's how you do it. Pretty cool. Technology. Oh man, that's sick. I've never used that before, but kind of cool actually seeing it work. So, all right, on to Cookeville. Let's go. Look who pulled up. That's what I got here. Yep.
Let me get this thing fired up.
We got the same thing.
No Pro Go here. You got stage 7 clutch in this thing?
Yes. 1,000 horsepower.
1,000? That's detuned though. Is this carb?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. Yep. Do you need it on those things?
Yeah, but I'll roll it from here.
Okay.
You and I have very different clutches.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's because of the clutch or because I'll show you when we pop the hood of how to do the clutch cable.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a right-hand drive clutch cable.
Got you.
Yeah, so since I don't have a right-hand drive cable goes straight shot. So left-hand drive, goes all around. So I had to wrap it, and I'm pretty sure it binds a little bit.
Right.
So
it just
I mean, it's just
really
an O'Reilly clutch.
Yeah.
So
he just.
I love the headlamp.
Dude, the headlamp. Everyone makes fun of me, but it's literally the best thing ever.
I want one of those Milwaukee things. But
yeah, this thing's really clean up underneath there. I have an intake, and there's a built motor over there that I'm trying to con my dad into let me have.
Is that the one on the stand?
Yeah, on the stand over there, wrinkle valve cover. But I have.
Probably the one I have.
I could do that. But I really want to put one in the sedan and just throw a turbo on it.
Yes.
And just have a street car. I don't want to make much more than about 8 pounds of boost, maybe 160, 170 wheel horsepower.
More than the 90 horsepower, so you at least have to get them to go to past people.
Exactly. That's all.
Actually drive it like it's 2020.
Yeah. That's all I want is just a little bit more power, and I'd be happy. And
I want a supercharger.
Yeah.
Those are like $4,000 now, so.
They are. Are you talking about the intake side ones, the Jackson Racing ones?
Yep.
That would be neat.
That would be more than enough for, like you said, 2022 driving.
Yeah, because everybody now's doing 20 over the speed limit.
So routing the cable shifters, you have to cut anything out for that when you did the 5-speed swap?
Yeah, there's a hole I had to cut here. That was not there. Like most Hondas are pre-made for it, but for some reason they didn't do it.
Right, for the clutch cable?
Yeah.
But for the
what'd you ask?
The cable shifting?
No, it's all there.
So it just runs up.
So since it's an automatic, they use the same location as the RT cables.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the automatic has that big old box on there, and the cable.
Yeah,
goes
because
up.
and it was an RT already, so it had the same thing. So.
Gotcha. Looks really good. You wouldn't think that it's the only thing that gives it away is this, and you pointed it out. I would never.
It's a high mileage car for a Japanese car.
This has ABS. That's what we were talking about the other night on those knuckles. That's crazy. The ABS unit on this thing's huge.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, ADD Ryan.
Let's do it.
Let's get to it.
All right.
So walk us through it. What you're doing.
All right. So we pulled it up on here. We're getting our pads and everything set. What these allow it to do is you do caster sweeps. It basically takes the resistance out of the wheel turning, so it gets an accurate measurement. We have these heads that mount to the face of the wheel and clamp on the outside of the tire.
Yep.
And they read off of this rack here.
By lasers?
Yeah, lasers pretty much.
Lasers.
And so it shoots a beam down to these little dots. And these dots also have like a, what's those things you used to do in school? The little papers where you fill out the bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
They're stickers covering.
Scantrons.
Yeah, Scantrons. It's basically like a Scantron. So each of them has, so many dots on it here in squares. And the squares, this one gets covered up with a sticker in a certain orientation. All 4 of them are different, so it can determine which wheel is in what position.
Gotcha.
So it reads off of these. When you roll it, it does some voodoo magic with the lasers and basically tells how far out the alignment is, caster, camber, toe. You can do a lot with this machine. But today we're going to set the toe and try to match camber if there's any issues between that. So
sick.
We'll get it going down the road straight as an arrow. You could go throw those wheel chocks on. They're on the driver's side. Oh yeah. I've been trying, man.
Alright. Chalked up both sides.
So these are the heads that basically pick up the lasers, and it attaches via the tread. It's got a clamp. You center it up on the wheel. It's got rubber here. Not gonna scratch your wheels, I promise.
So what were you talking about when you spin it?
So we have it set to where it is off the pad up there.
Oh, and so when you roll it up.
Yes. So whenever you mount all these heads, you mount them level.
Yeah.
And so we'll put that one on there like this in this orientation.
Yeah.
The rear two are clocked at more of an aggressive angle
than
the front is. The front's at less of an angle. So whenever you roll this, it basically scans both of those.
Gotcha.
And they call it compensation. So whenever you roll it, it compensates and basically takes all the measurements. And so once it does that, it puts it in the computer and it shows it to us in bar graphs. We go through and we just match everything back up to factory specs.
Camera.
If you have like a drift car or something like that and you want a little tow out, we can do that too. We can set, as long as you've got adjustable arms, I'll set it to whatever you want.
Okay.
You know? Just depends on what you want. But for this street car, we want it going straight. So we've got bushings all over this thing.
Yeah,
Polys.
he did policy. Whoever, I don't think the previous owner did. I think the dude before him did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean this car, other than I'm pretty sure they didn't balance them good enough.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, man, this thing is, it drives like a freaking new car.
I like it.
So, all right, let's do it.
Maybe that thing's charged up enough.
Oh,
Yeah, this is the one thing I don't like about that rack. This needs to go all the way forward.
What's under there, guys?
Good stuff.
Is that Narnia over there?
it's exciting stuff.
It's exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff.
So we're just making small adjustments to this side because it's pretty well in spec.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Hey, headband. Hey.
Okay. Here, back up just a little bit. Back up a little bit.
Oh, I'm in the eye, my bad.
It's not reading.
Sorry. You're good, man. I was like, where did the measurements go? That literally happens every time. He's always like, Cody, get out of the way. I'm like, gosh. Sorry again.
You're going the wrong way.
Am I?
Yeah.
All right, good.
You were just testing me.
Yeah, getting everything free.
Yeah.
So yeah, those measurements there for a lowered 30-year-old car, pretty good.
Pretty sick. This is your dad's shop. This is a lower car in Murfreesboro area. No one will take this car in. So, with that being said, if people are in the area, did they come up and
Oh,
ask
definitely,
for you?
definitely. Come up, ask for me. I typically can take in alignments. They're not horrible.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Maggie, she's got a Miata, and it's dumb low. It's got a KVD kit on it. It took me 10 minutes to get it in the bay door. So we'll do just about anything. That's the lowest car I've done in a while. If you can get your bumpers off easily,
Yep.
and we can get it on the rack, it's no issue.
So what's the name of the place?
Eastside Service and Performance. We're located at 299 South Low Avenue in Cookeville, Tennessee. So come see me. I'll get you wearing right.
Yeah, as everyone knows, anyone that has a lower car, it is a pain in the ass to get an alignment. Everyone will turn you away. Firestone will turn you away. I think the best bet you have is like going to Discount Tire or Tire Discounters where they have the alignment rack in the floor. But even then, they'll still give you a hard time. So if you're in the area, definitely hit up my man. He is passionate, tries his best to get it dialed in right. He won't screw you. So Ryan has tightened, untightened, tightened, untightened
It's like
this tie rod like 10 times. His OCD's kicking in. It's another reason why I say you should hit him up if you need an alignment. He's trying to get it to -1, but it just keeps dancing around it. What'd you do?
I went the wrong way. That's why he keeps doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
clutch characteristics are so different.
It's, man. And it's been so long since I drove my other one. I can't even like compare it to anything.
Yeah. Looks pretty solid.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it on the interstate.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm hoping it tracks really well. Look at this though.
Yeah. That's why you hit up Ryan.
It goes pretty good. And I like driving everybody's interesting vehicles. It's pretty fun.
Is this your first right-hand drive Civic?
First right-hand drive Civic, yes.
Because you drove that Odyssey.
I drove a right-hand drive Odyssey. I never drove Richard Sylvia because I think he had some stuff he was doing to it, so I just let him drive it home.
Yeah.
I've drove an S14, a couple really nice Z's. Let's see what else. Everybody and their brother's Civic from around here, but those aren't right-hand drive or anything.
Yeah.
But I've got some pretty cool stuff. It takes me a minute to like remember. It's like the processor up here doesn't exactly remember, but the ones that stand out is that Odyssey, this now, S13, S14. There was a Crown in here a while back.
Ooh, a Crown.
Yeah. There's a guy that imports cars. His Instagram's Cars From Afar. But he does a lot of utilitarian vehicles and stuff like that. So like your mini trucks, your bigger box trucks.
I guess he gets them out of the Carolinas.
He actually... Oh.
RT Trans. This is your first time driving an RT?
Yeah.
For some reason, their first gears, you have to be almost dead stop.
Yeah. I guess it's such a bad habit, too, that I have with my car. I like to roll into first.
And I do that with all my vehicles. And I just, every time I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible. The shifter feels completely different. I guess it's cable shift, isn't it?
Yep. It's a box right there, just like a K-Series.
Right.
So it just drives like a K-Series.
You could put a K-Series,
yes,
like K-Sport, or is it K-Sport that's got the big shifter box?
Yep.
Interesting. See, I've thought about manual swapping the CRV. There's a guy that's got parts for one, and I've been trying to get a hold of him and trying to get the drivetrain. He's got a drivetrain in his, but he says the transmission acts funny. So I'm gonna try to get all his old stuff. But that would be fun project. But I've got to have something dailyable before I do that. It's good. I love the way this drives.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's got AC. AC's on right now.
Hell yeah. Up to me. Hell yeah.
Swing. Great. Swing. So now we're off to the Spycy garage.
Down to the lake with me. I've been stuck inside my head, you don't know what I see. I've been feeling fucking shit, you know that's me. Fucking bummer, I'm dead, I'm gone in my sleep. Baby, can you come down to the lake with me? I've been stuck inside my head, you don't know what I see. I've been feeling fucking shit, you know that's me. Fucking bummer, I'm dead, I'm gone in my sleep. Baby, can you come tell me that I'm right, please? I told you I'd never wanna fight, babe. I promise I'm not wasting all your time late smiling, but you know I'm not a right fake. Feel the clock steady ticking on my life great. Tell me that I'm right, please. I told you I'd never wanna fight, babe. I promise I'm not wasting all your time late smiling, but you know I'm not a right fake. Feel the clock steady ticking. Come down to the lake with me. I've been stuck inside my head, you don't know what I see. I've been feeling fucking shit.